Welcome to episode 830. Romesh Wadhwani, from Polio Kid to Billionaire, 10 lessons. This is an outline of episode 830, lesson 1 to lesson 5. This is lesson 6 to lesson 10. Lesson 1, entrepreneur is the best thing in the world.
So I speak with experience when I say that there's absolutely nothing in life more exciting than being an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is all about creation. You have a completely open canvas on which you can create the kind of company that fits your dreams, that can help society, that can help other people. It is just an absolutely phenomenal opportunity.
Lesson 2, he never worked a day for anyone else.
And on a personal story, one of the things that has stuck with me that Romesh had said to me when I met him almost 25 years ago, he said with great pride that he had never worked for anyone and didn't plan to. It seemed to me that he was the master of his own universe, playing the game by his own rules.
Lesson 3, the power of resilience.
I've learned the power of resilience. My family was evicted from Karachi during partition when I was only a few days old, and we arrived in Delhi with nothing. Then 2 years later, when I was 2, I was diagnosed with polio because of bad water. When I look back, that was the best thing that happened to me because it forced me to be resilient and at a very early age to learn about how to overcome obstacles and challenges and not to become a lifelong victim of polio.
Lesson 4, 250 rejections.
I started my first company without any business experience or contacts or capital in Pittsburgh, and I had to call on 125 venture capitalists, all of whom rejected me except for the last one, who gave me a paltry $100,000. But I was able to get my first company started.
Lesson 5, speed and a sense of urgency.
And I knew that for every big dream, I needed to have a plan. So at Carnegie Mellon University, I took the riskiest PhD topic, and then I worked night and day. And I was extremely fortunate. I was able to get my PhD in less than 2 years.
Lesson 6, learn humility.
The next on the list is learn humility. Because if you don't, your customers are going to teach it to you, and if they don't, your employees are going to teach it to you.
Lesson 7, follow the talents to Silicon Valley.
Actually, in 15 days, we moved to California. We moved to Palo Alto, very near Stanford University, Pittsburgh to Silicon Valley, because it was only in Silicon Valley that I could compete with the best of the best. So on the one hand, I had the challenge of competing with the best. On the other hand, that's where the best talent was. And no great company, whether in software or any other domain, can be built without a great group of talent in the company. And you have to find that talent. And if the talent comes to you, that's fantastic. And if it doesn't, you have to go to the talent. Because without the talent, you are not going to be building a company of any scale or any substance.
Lesson 8, he is the most charitable Indian billionaire. He would become India's most charitable billionaire.
Organization does.
Well, your viewers may not be aware that I'm giving away 80% of my net worth through my foundation, so it's a fairly large amount. And I have a specific focus for my foundation, which is job creation in the emerging economies with a particular focus on India.
Lesson 9, innovation is a multiplier of value creation.
Innovation is fundamental. What the different drivers of value creation have been in our portfolio, and a traditional private equity firm, for every dollar we invested, we would have an outcome of maybe $2, because that's the typical performance. Many private equity firms that don't achieve that particular standard. If you look at the Symphony performance, for every dollar that's invested, our outcomes are running at about $4 or $5.
Lesson 10. The American Dream or the Indian Dream. It all began with less than 250, and at age 70, he is still trying. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.